Oh, heavens. We're talking about heavens. And not really heavens, just heaven. And what do we know about it? What do you want to know about it? What does the culture say? What does the world say? What's the truth? What's the Bible say? And that really is most important. What does the Bible say? What does God say about heaven? We're asking a series of questions, and those questions are kind of jump starting where we unpack the conversation. And so today, the question I want to ask is simply this: does a person's earthly status, as far as possessions or wealth, affect his eternal resting place? Now, as a pastor, I've said many, many times, I've done a number of funerals, and I've never seen a U-Haul loaded with possessions hooked to a hearse. Doesn't work that way. What we go to is a passage of scripture that kind of gives us an idea or alludes to this. There's a rich man described in Luke 16. He was clothed in purple and fine linen, had many servants, and ate sumptuous meals. That's verses 19 to 31. In contrast, the poor man Lazarus was covered with sores, subsisted on crumbs, had only dogs to care for him. What a contrast. And yet, in heaven, we learn that Lazarus went to paradise, a place of comfort, while the rich man is sent to a place of misery. And that answers the question. Doesn't matter how much you have, doesn't matter how much you've acquired, doesn't matter how little you have, or how much of nothing you've got. The only thing that establishes where you will be in your eternal resting place is your status before God and what you believe and who you've trusted. And that's what allows you access into heaven. You're not going to take anything with you, but you do get to go yourself. And once you get there, there will be more than you ever bargained for that you'll get to enjoy in a way that you've never lived before. That's because heaven's good. And so, remember that. Don't love your stuff. Stuff's not going to love you back, and you can't take it with you. And so, nope, you're not going to be taking that stuff to heaven with you. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't get you into heaven. You can't buy your way in. You probably knew that. But in series on heaven, it is worth saying, because not everybody does know that. So I look forward to joining you next time as we continue to look toward heaven in oh heavens.